I'll fucking fix it. I could do it, but guess what?
I was just surprised you didn't call it the make it longer thing.
I could have made it longer, and I could have had a tattoo on it too.
Welcome to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Hmm.
well, Travis, I was just telling Ryan I got this redemption fucking um bourbon. It's goddamn garbage, trash. I should just pour it out right now and throw the bottle and hit Anakin in the head with it.
No, yeah. How much did you spend on that? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it was only like a $30 bottle, but I might as well balled it up and threw it in the street to the immigrants or migrants or whatever they call them now. Here,
Jeez. Okay.
take it. $30.
This is starting up right out the gate. He's politically correct. How about that?
Well, you know what? Too this dude at the job tonight, he was like,
Oh,
Gaddis, I had a fifth or something. I drank a fifth, and he said I had a hangover the next day. I said, what? I said, that's all. And he was like, he looked at me. He was like, are you serious? I said, you're kidding me. I could drink a fifth of whatever to myself and still go to work. Are you stupid? I said, I wouldn't even have a hangover.
Jesus, good. I would.
Oh, no. Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, are you talking about the course of an entire day or just in the evening?
See, look, Travis, so he forgets. Our anniversary is coming up in about
Oh,
what, a
shit.
week or two? December 3rd, 2022 will live with me in infamy.
Ooh.
I still have the video recording of myself of recording myself at 3:33 a.m. looking at the fucking picture. I'll send it to you. I was just like, I'm just looking at the phone. So I made it home, obviously, at that time.
That wouldn't have been. You must have just taken a little power nap then, because that wasn't too much farther after or too much past when I tucked you in.
Either way, for the viewers listening in America, I got a tragic. I probably drank more than a fifth. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
I think we probably
We
yeah,
drank
because
well more than a fifth of liquor that night.
yeah, we were yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. Well, even if it wasn't, it was close enough.
Ugh.
And I didn't have a hangover the next day. I still went to work at Costco.
I thought you woke up outside laying in the yard.
Oh, I dragged myself to my car apparently because I don't remember it at all. But just due to the dirt in my wallet and on my pants, and I
The
had blood
dirt
on my
in my
knees.
wallet.
There, for the
Nice.
listeners, I dragged myself. That's the only way I can convince myself. I probably fell down. I don't know how many times drunk. I was. Please, I don't even remember anything
Yeah.
after a few shots of that mezcal tequila. I was like, what? And I was drinking bourbon. I had already been drinking before I even came there and smoking. Uh,
Oof.
well, cigarettes for America in case I have my jobs on the line. Nah, well, it's okay. I just smoke weed. It's legal in Illinois, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
either way, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, fucking if you're a grown man, that's why this pod is after a couple of drinks. If you're grown, you've been drinking a fifth of liquor, how so? Oh, all of a sudden I'm some superhuman. A fifth of
To
liquor
not
should be nothing.
have a hangover, I think, is the key there, guys. I mean, yeah, a lot of people can drink a fifth. It just you gotta.
I mean, that part all depends on what you're drinking it with. To me, if you Oklahoma's over here doing it, boy. Yeah,
Yeah, I see that. All of a sudden I hear some
they,
crowd.
they
Fucking there,
just
man.
picked him. But like if you drink a good clean bourbon or whatever, and you don't drink it with a bunch of sugary stuff and stuff like that. If you drink it like bourbon and water, you'll probably be all right. But if you drink, you know, 20 bourbon and cokes, you're gonna have a hangover.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
yeah. Well,
or if you drink, Gordon's vodka or something
ugh.
No.
disgusting, you're gonna have a
Oh,
hangover.
Well,
You
hold
know.
on. If we're traveling back down memory lane, Remember my 21st birthday over at 1703 Crescent? That's
Oh,
what we were
God.
drinking, that Gordon's vodka in fucking pineapple or pink lemonade or whatever. Oh, and I had to take myself to the damn doctor, the hospital. I was I laid on the couch. I was probably dead, I thought, for like 2 days. I didn't move.
Is that when Shan was giving you the Heimlich?
No, that was another time.
Oh, that's right. Because that
Oh,
was.
you know what? Oh, okay. I'm glad you bring that up. That
Oh.
was your fault.
Who?
Yeah, that was me. Also, not
Well,
Shan.
but no, remember, Travis, hold up. We left my house. We left our apartment over there on fucking Ryan Drive. I tell him immediately. I said, as soon as we stop, I got to throw up. Fucking Shan and tells him, oh, we'll go ahead and pull over to the gas station over there on the corner of fucking Bradley and
Mattis.
fucking Mattis. You bastard. On the way to your house, Travis, on Fox Ridge, the apartment that was there.
Yep.
That's what happened. So Ryan stops. I could barely make it. I get out of the car. I'm standing up walking. For those, I know it's an audio podcast and it's on YouTube, but listen, I was fucking walking and I immediately had to throw up and I started throwing up and my sister thought I was dying. And so Travis started trying
She's
to
over here. He's joking. He's joking.
Travis goes ahead and giving me the Heimlich, but or
I thought Shan was giving you the Heimlich.
No, Travis was giving it to me.
Oh,
Travis.
Travis.
Killing me. I was like, stop. I'm fucking.
He's like, I'm trying to puke.
God damn.
Shan had me convinced he was joking.
And that's why I don't understand these people today. How dare you? You're talking about a fifth of fucking liquor?
Come on.
It's a travesty.
Damn
A
it.
Schmacher's-3. That's what I quoted the last time. But,
Come on, you bastards, punch it in. Jesus.
But due to the new nature, I know this is not a political podcast, but I would like to the Gatesy dude is just the stuff that's going on with him. I love it. I love when people I cannot believe that the dude was showing the videos in the text messages on the Senate floor of him underage, a 17-year-old girl.
Wild. Just showing it off like touchdown, Oklahoma.
To more than two people, two of the congressmen came out and was like, well, I watched it, but I wasn't pleased. I was like, what?
He'll make a fine senator or governor.
Right. Or district attorney or fuck Jesus Christ.
These are the people running the country.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Look, dude's been in Congress for 14 years. He was only like 28 when he got there.
Oh, dude, if you look at
he had a real job for like 2 years.
If you look at the criminal records for motherfuckers in Congress, it's horrendous. They're like fucking low life scum, fucking
that shit
attorneys.
Kills me. They always get me with it because they like list a whole bunch of shit and they're like, "Is it the NBA, NFL?"
Yeah.
Nope, nope. It's the Senate. You know.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm like, wow,
Congress, baby.
Look,
yeah, they crack me up.
200 Better Call Sauls over there.
Look, I love that video that I sent to them. One about the downfall, the scene with Hitler. I'm watching.
Oh God!
It literally kills me. I just die laughing. It's whoever. I wish whoever, if you can hear this pod ever listen, reach out to me after a couple of drinks at gmail.com. That is some of the fun. You put that together. And when he threw the pins and when he said that, you can't even put in a simple assassination. I damn near died, dude. I was just like, oh, God.
Yeah, whoever did that one was a mastermind. I mean, they were. I was like, wow, MK Ultra. Holy shit, they're pulling it. You said MK Ultra, boy.
I was like, oh my, are you fucking kidding me? First off, number one, that movie it's an indie movie and it's down rated, but that's a good movie. That scene in there where he said, I wanted everybody stay in the room. I was like, wait a minute, everybody can hear you outdoors though. So why you might as well just let everybody stay in. Like, but okay. Oh, that shit was Kamala, he was just like, I was just like, God damn, man. Oh shit. Actually, I'm surprised they didn't take that shit down.
That shit's hilarious, man.
I mean, as much as you couldn't you couldn't do that in darts. Hit the bullseye that many times on that way they would do. He was like the way they were thinking. I was like, wow.
So it's okay. We'll move to Canada.
No, I know. Oh, God. I know for the listeners, you should. I don't even know how I found that. It came across my thing. I'm telling you, I was like, "Oh shit, this is from that movie." I don't even know how we watched that movie before. We all watched that before somewhere.
Dude, that's a whole YouTube channel just about that scene to everything you can think of. It doesn't matter if it's the Bears losing, anything. They
Oh,
do
really?
yeah, they do those like every day.
Oh, wow.
They have a whole channel that's
I wonder how
basically
they found
it's
that. That
that
movie.
scene, but they change what he says every time. You know what I'm saying? It's just some of them that one's really good though.
I want to know where they all of a sudden found that movie. That movie was not mainstream. It's called Downfall America. I don't know who it's by. It's called Downfall. It's about Hitler's demise in the 1945, or well, 1944. Look it up. I guess
45.
44. Yeah, something like that. But I'm telling you, it's hilarious. I I was like, what? Who did this?
17-3 Oklahoma. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoever did this has some thought behind everything. The names you mentioned, I was like, oh God, what? Jesus, you're outing everybody. The assassination attempt alone was just you botched it. How dare you?
Oh, that shit was funny.
But
Yeah, I'll have to send you that.
He bowed out as he should. I'm like, come on, man. I take my name out of the consideration. You fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to try to run or use his newly, because he just won re-election, even though he quit the 118th fucking Congress or whatever. That didn't necessarily mean he couldn't be in the 119th that he already got reelected to, but he said he's not going to. So, because that would make it. I guess they'd be able to reopen the investigation. I don't really
Well,
know.
you see that one video I sent you about it. The reason why they can't do nothing because he stepped out of the shit. They can't even. I was like, damn. How do people find these loopholes?
Exactly. And that's why he's not going back, because I bet that they'd be like, oh, okay, we can just reopen it.
Yeah.
Right.
You fucking. I'm like, wait a minute. So you don't want to be caught as being a pedophile, but you want to keep doing it. So you resign and then resign from everything. So I'm just going to live my life as well. Let me text another girl that's 17. Now, mind you, I mean, I guess Trump, here's the thing, and this is what I don't even care about. That you can nominate whoever you want. Put me in there. I should put my bid in.
There you go.
And I think I would be actually a good, for the listeners, I'd be a good Secretary of Defense. If anybody's wanting me to do that, I'll throw my name in the hat. I have no idea about anything on the job, just like the people who've been doing it forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'd be a good enough candidate. You motherfucker. Secretary of Defense is the easiest job almost in the United States to have, except minus 9/11. I'm sorry if any of those. Oh, you know what though? I looked at the demographics of the pod the other day. I have a listener, a 1% of people in India listen to this.
Oh, okay. Maybe you could catch on over there and have 3 billion subscribers before you know it.
So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, so how do I promote to those people? Like, do I got to get like on a like what are those little things that bicycles they ride and like do a video with that? And oh wait, that might be bad. What does the Indian motherfucker do really? Since I was the other day, you know what? And so I was thinking about that. I was like, well, so maybe they're trying to. Is somebody listened to that pod that I botched all of the geography? You know what I'm saying? And an Indian listener out of nowhere is listening. The 1%, but I still have my 2% Russian demographic. And if you guys are doing your best to defeat Ukraine, go Russia. So I can get that to like 7%, maybe. You say Trump.
Okay.
I'm like Russia catching on in Russia and India. And
I mean,
I don't know where the demographic comes from. I'm like, who actually tuned in? 36% of the people who looked that up are from like other countries.
oh, I think he got it. Damn it.
You know what's fucked up? I can't even rely on America to listen to my pod. It's more foreigners. All the percentage of them, and now it's predominantly male dominated. 60% male, 60 something, and 37% female.
Oh, I wonder, like, is
Out of
there?
10.
What do you have to do to be able to have subtitles?
Yeah.
So you could,
Translate. People just do it automatically.
I think it's on their end, right?
it's got to be done. You got to do something. It doesn't just automatically do it.
Oh,
I don't think. I don't know. I've never tried to turn on the subtitles. I can understand you. So.
well, we live in a, like I say, either learn English or just forget it. I don't want to get rid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and they picked
It's
him
a blowout.
again.
Take them out and behind the woodshed.
Woo!
Wow, that was a hell of a play.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling
Well,
you,
for those listening,
the
Oklahoma
stars are
is-
aligning for Tennessee right now. Becky's
I know.
everything
I
that
don't
could
even
possibly
understand.
happen is happening for her team.
Well, here, like I say, transitioning, I guess. So from that, look, college football is a crazy mess.
Yeah,
I knew
today's been
Indiana was going
wild.
to get their ass beat.
You guys watch? Oh my God, Alabama's getting. Oh,
Yeah, that's what we were just hollering about.
Even
right?
Auburn is beating fucking Texas A&M's ass
Yep.
for the sports section. Illinois pulled off the win for the whole, it's still a victory is a victory.
Yeah, they cut to the Tennessee game when they announced it that Florida had beat Ole Miss, and the whole stadium did the Gator chomp. The whole Tennessee stadium, boy.
oof.
I was like, wow, you'll never see that again, probably.
No, that's true. Well, yeah, like I said. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Like I say, the college football's landscape is crazy.
Ryan, you didn't see the end of the Arizona State game? That shit was crazy.
No, I didn't. To be honest with you.
All right, Ryan. They were ahead 28-23. All right.
Okay.
They have the ball, 4th down and goal on the 10-yard line. What would you do?
Kick field goal.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't do that. They said they didn't trust. The announcer was like, yeah, they don't really trust their kicker, so they're going to go for it. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're ahead 28. You've made 4 extra points today, right? You have a kicker that can kick an extra point. It's only like 7.5 yards longer. But no, they go for it and don't get it, of course, right?
Idiots.
Right.
Yeah, so, okay, fair enough, whatever. They intercept BYU, and they drive again all the way down to the 2-yard line this time, all right? And there's like a minute left. BYU's has 2 timeouts. So instead of just, running into the line and falling down a few times, they decide that they're going to try to use more time because technically they couldn't quite run it out. And there might have been 45 seconds, whatever it was.
Okay.
They couldn't quite run it out, right? So instead of scoring or kicking the field goal or anything, they just ran backwards. All right. I mean, all the way to the 50-yard line. They on 2 plays, they lost 48 yards on purpose. Okay.
Just trying to use more clock.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's 7 seconds left and it's 4th down. They don't kick it. They snap it and the dude is getting blitzed, obviously. And so he just throws the ball, tries to throw it like straight up in the air. So it'll be up in the air for 7 seconds. All right.
Jesus.
So the ball lands in the stands. Everybody rushes the field. They tear the fucking goalpost down, and the refs go, no, there's 1 second left because the ball landed in the stadium on the people with 1 second left. So they had to put the goalpost the fuck back up, and it's BYU ball from the 50 where they can throw a Hail Mary now.
No.
So this takes like, almost a half hour, to get everybody off the field and do everything. BYU throws the Hail Mary and catches it, but it's at the 2.
What?
And it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
They caught it too, but it was at like the 2-yard line. I was just like, what are you doing, man? You had just
BYU,
so many chances to lock it up.
Here's the thing: BYU ought to be ashamed. They gifted you the game, you idiots.
Throw it a couple extra yards, I guess. Shit.
They literally tried to give you the game in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Twice. I couldn't believe that shit. They were just running back. I'm like, wow. They went from the 2.5 yard line to the midfield, dude. I'm like,
Arizona State coach should be fired.
I mean,
he was.
Sense, if you can run around back and forth.
You got lucky that the BYU was blew it themselves, because otherwise that was a travesty.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe what I was like. What are they? What am I? We were looking at a job. I'm like, are they? What is happening here? You couldn't have told him to do that if you're a coach. You couldn't have. Nobody
he did. They definitely did. I don't understand. I'm like, okay, if you don't trust your kicker twice in a row, just fucking score. You're on the 2-yard line, second and goal.
Kick a
second and goal.
I was like, oh, well, they're going to put this away by scoring a touchdown. Oh,
yeah. I mean, I get kind of that you don't want to score, and then you kick off and they can score, and then do an onside and score again. But I mean, come on, dude. There's only fucking 20 seconds. Come on, man.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
you
don't go backwards and put them in range where they can throw the ball in the end zone, you morons.
Well,
this shit was hilarious. I was like, wow.
I just don't know why a coach would tell any one player to do such a thing.
It was bizarre. Like I said, I was like, wow. The announcer's like, well, the goalposts came down already, but I think they're looking at this. There's 1 second left, and I'm like, oh shit. I don't know how they got the goalpost back up so fast. It was amazing.
That's why I wonder. I was like, well, really?
I mean, it's a big ass tall metal too. It's not light, I mean, it ain't like changing a light bulb here.
They got that shit up within 2 minutes. It was fast. I was like, wow. They couldn't get all the students even off the field and back to their seats. They just made them stand off the field for the last play because it was just wild. And then, of course, they rushed the field again.
Good job. It was probably a little less gusto the second time.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, man. If they would have lost that, I would have died, dude. I would have been like, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. Even worse than Miami last year, just trying to run the ball out and fumbling and shit instead of just fall down. Shit like that. That would have been the worst loss I'd ever seen. It would have made the Bears coach look like a fucking genius.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which.
Oh, God.
Look, the Packers, you're flukish. They lucky. Hold on. Before I say anything, they're lucky.
They did get lucky. They were.
If there was any better coaching, if you had any better coaching, period. That's it.
Or no coaching at all. They don't even need a coach to do better than that, man. Everybody that plays football knew what they should have been doing.
Yeah, everyone. Even anyone. Except for the head coach of the team, I guess. God damn it. You can't even make the shit up.
Man.
Well, here's the thing.
Woo, what a punt.
So what were you planning on doing with the timeout with left in the game?
I don't.
I
mean,
what were you gonna do with it?
And he did bomb that shit. Jesus, what a beautiful! Wow.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, the Bears, it's just ridiculous. They should have won that game.
They should have, but they didn't.
I'm glad it wasn't even on here. That's usually the only time I even watch the NFL was like, oh, okay, the Bears are going to play the Packers, and then I watch that and I'm like, 99% of the time the Packers win, so I don't have to watch any more the rest of the year after that anyway. So I don't have to watch none this year.
Well,
so the playoffs, I'll watch some of that maybe.
So clearly, I'll have to owe you guys both $25 at this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Bold prediction. Bold indeed, Gaddis.
Here's what I'll tell the listeners: if you don't risk anything, you don't live a life at all.
Well, or you could say don't bet on the Bears to have a winning season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not until they
make
significant coaching changes and not the offensive coordinator, whoever's doing.
You might as well come out and say the Cubs are going to win the World Series too.
Fire everybody. Fire everyone is what I say. I don't care who's left. Fire everybody. Fire the whole team. And be an expansion squad at this point.
How many years has the coach been in at this point?
Too long. 4 years. He's about to be in his contract.
Okay.
Well, 3 years, and this is his fourth coming up for the contract. He won't make that anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, he had some good personnel coming in this year. There were some high expectations, Gaddis, as you know. So the
number one pick the number one pick 2 years in a row. The number 2 pick shouldn't be better than them. Because think about it, everybody thought that crackhead Ryan Leaf was going to be the best quarterback in NFL history.
Maybe they should focus on getting a quarterback.
They've tried for fucking 40 years now.
Something. Have one focus. I mean,
some of them quarterbacks
running back
could have been pretty good if they had proper coaching and a decent team, though. You can't blame it all on the quarterback. The new dude could be okay. I don't know.
Right. Well,
they probably could have drafted fucking Daniels or whatever, and he would have sucked ass at the Bears too.
That's what I said. I said it doesn't matter if Daniels wouldn't have looked this good with the Bears right now.
No.
And I was like, if there's one quarterback that makes that much of a difference, you never would know who that would be. You would never just be like Shedeur Sanders. They thinking he's going to be the number 1 pick next year. Why?
Yeah.
But why?
Did you see him shove the ref after the game there?
Yeah.
I'm like, this idiot. He's not doing himself any favors, man.
But that's what I'm saying. But you look at him and be like, oh, he's a can't miss pick.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. Because if you're going to say Daniel, the reason why the number 1 pick is the number 1 pick in every draft in any league is because you think that's the best player in the draft.
Yeah. Well, maybe they should work on getting a couple of really good running backs then.
Or maybe an offensive line. Maybe.
Well, here's the whole thing. Let me not to say anything about the Packers. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and Jordan Love weren't number 1 picks.
Right.
Well, and they didn't have to come in and play immediately either.
Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes weren't number 1 picks.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, only Peyton Manning as a number 1 pick and John Elway have done anything ever.
Pretty much.
You got to farm them in. You got to bring them into the program. You got to let them simmer for a year or two.
Well, Bledsoe, let me not say that. Bledsoe won because Tom Brady won that year.
Yeah.
As a number 1 pick, Bledsoe was. So, but he was a number 1 pick for the Patriots, and in around the 6th round pick ended up winning you the Super Bowl that year.
A quarterback,
years down the road, but still.
Yeah.
It's all a crapshoot. And the whole thing is not to harp on the Bears. Fire Eberflus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he gets the first out, Travis. I must be like 10 seconds ahead of you.
I tell you what, though,
Yeah.
too, before we transition to another thing about sports, that shit is getting out of hand with this goddamn upsets everywhere. Some of the teams that you should be winning should be Illinois shouldn't even have won today, for Christ's sake.
Who did we play?
Probably not. Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Oh.
My
But
dad said the news fucking said Illinois lost and everything at first.
Mhm. They
Like,
got lucky, but we'll be headed to a good bowl, but for
Yeah.
sure, top, well, because there's almost no other. I mean, well, if we don't, well, there's only 2 more games left, I think, right? Yeah.
There's only one for Illinois. All they play is Northwestern now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They better beat them. They just lost like 50-6 against Michigan today. Watch, they'll fuck around and lose that for some reason.
Yeah. Maybe the way the coaches, they got lucky. They were favored to lose this game.
End up in the Busey Bank Bowl.
I don't even know what the bowls will even look like this year. I didn't know Arizona State was in the Pac-12 or Pac-10 or the Big 12, whatever. I'd look. See, I don't even know. I was like, Arizona State in the Big 12? They're leading the Big 12?
Yep.
Look,
I mean,
NIL has changed everything, and I've said that before, but we need to stop this shit. You're just throwing money.
I mean, the almost all the conferences are going to end up being won by teams that weren't even in the conference last year. Oregon,
Yep.
Yeah.
SMU is probably going to win the ACC now. They're already in the ACC championship. Whoever, Arizona State or Colorado or whoever was trying to win the Big 12 today. Who else? Texas is going to win the
Yeah, I was
SEC.
going to say Texas is going to win, and SMU is going to probably win the ACC.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. None of those teams were in that conference last year. None of them.
Well, what conference was Oregon in? Pac-10?
Pac-12.
Yeah,
but
Pac-12
Pac-10,
or
basically.
Pac-14 actually, but
Yep.
whatever it was.
Jesus.
They need to stop this shit. God, come on.
Why did they come to the Big 10 or Big, 50?
Money. The TV rights.
Because the Pac-12 doesn't even fucking exist basically anymore.
They're making a comeback.
They have 3 teams or something.
Well, no, until that, what's the name? I thought they were getting, remember they did that, what's the name shit that they're trying to do?
Not yet.
Bro, yeah, not yet,
But yeah, the only teams in there is like what, Washington State, and I don't even know who else. That's
Oregon
it.
State. Washington State and Oregon State are the only 2 teams officially is Pac-12 members.
Get smaller, D1 schools in there, make them, hey, let's get our
That's
name.
do they even like, ooh, we won the Pac-12? It's either us or you. Conference champions, woo!
Like the Hatfield and the
Hang the banner, baby.
Let me tell you this, though.
Effort there. Jesus.
I'll
But
tell
yeah,
you this.
Yes.
Not to switch too much topics. Well, I'll switch it. But that this new season of Fear Thy Neighbor, almost only but 1 episode. The rest have not let me down.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I tell you, listeners, for you, if you don't watch this show, you're missing out on life. About how we as human beings, how the level of lowness that you can get every episode. I'm surprised because it gets lower. I was like, how can this be possible
in this world right now? I'm telling you, it's.
One of the dudes he
It works.
poisoned. This dude had like 20 dogs or something over the yard, and the house, and the whole neighborhood smelled. People were complaining. So the next door neighbor guy, the mom and dad, their son came out of prison and was trying to protect the family. And so he decided to poison. Well, it's allegedly. I got to start saying that. I guess allegedly, the neighbor poisoned all the dogs, and they started dying.
All 20?
Yeah. Well, some survived, but then. Subsequently, they all ended up dying because one day they all broke through the fence and attacked the dude who they thought poisoned him somehow. They broke through the fence because he was agitating them because he was sick of them, I guess. He survived the dog mauling, only to be shot by the guy that lived over there and paralyzed him.
Jesus.
He lived through the shooting though.
Damn.
That dude only got 7 years too for that. I was like, I guess that's not bad. A trade off, 7 years for killing my dog. So he only gonna do 5, and he'll be out, and I can kill you again if I want. I guess.
Again?
Or try to. I messed up the first time. I'm sorry. Look, I was like, wow, he only got 7 years for pulling a gun out and blasting dude.
I don't know how this guy was able to poison 20 dogs. I mean, unless you just put like a big old trough of antifreeze back
And
there.
so here's the thing. They said since the backyard was such in a bad state, the police that came there, once again, the police don't do their job. They walked away.
Having 20 dogs, unless you're running.
It was like 44.
And have like 2 acres.
He had 44 dogs, and it was in a backyard like mine.
Ooh.
Damn.
And 20 of them died. So he burned 20 of them, and so the other 24 lived.
He burned 20 of them?
After they died. Yeah, he had to burn them.
I mean, that had to be a hell of a fire.
Yeah, look.
He burned them?
Yeah, so people were like, oh my God.
Put them on the bonfire? Where the fuck was this?
It's on Fear Thy Neighbor. I don't know where. I got to look it up. But look, I'm telling you, I watched it. This was his last episode.
Good Lord.
The one before that, the guy, the one dude lived there on this property forever, and they backed up his truck. He had parked his trucks on this side of the property. There hadn't been an owner. And then finally somebody came and owned the property.
What the fuck play is this?
And I'm telling you what, look, I love it.
Almost
love when the neighbors get so upset that you got to kill each other. Do it. You Gladiator 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? I love this shit. I love it.
Wow, that was a intricate play for 10 yards, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he almost broke it. He had those 2 more lead blockers.
Here's the whole thing.
There's 2 Sooners down. The hell, did they hit each other?
With the way the world is working, that's just right on par with like those students that the teachers were hitting on. I love it. Oh, hold on, let me get you further.
I was reading that story. That shit's hilarious. When they're like, "Oh, we're 99% sure they're laughing about us."
I
know. I was like, what?
And now I want to see a picture of these teachers in the lingerie. I mean,
you know,
there has
look that one, the Sodaris chick, the 23-year-old. I was like, wow, you're a teacher at 23 in a school already, a high school kids.
Oh.
Now, for those Gen Xers that are listening, and by the way, that after over a 40 podcast or whatever, they ain't doing shit. You bastards. At least I still put shit out. They don't even produce anything anymore. But that's another story. I knew I would outlast you because your shit was even more boring if mine is not. It's at least live sometimes because I get more people than you even do. But that's
how many people are watching this anyways, guys?
Right now, nobody. But
no, because you were talking about your demographics of the audience, and you're like, "Oh yeah, 1%."
That's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Like person watching or something, or
Spotify and Apple Podcasts. They listen. I have more listeners than watchers.
Okay,
one that we had 9 people live watching that one time.
Oh yeah, the guy. What didn't we know somebody, or he was asking?
Yeah, Sean O'Donnell, the Sean O'Donnell guy, and his entourage over there.
It would be cool if we had fucking Sanjay Radat in India, fucking watching right now. Hey Sanjay.
You know what? So a guy on TikTok told me, he was like, you know how you do that? He's like, you got to, instead of streaming it on YouTube, you should stream it on TikTok and make it international.
Oh, there you go.
He was like, every international person that looks, they watch everything live just so they can get algorithms fucked up over there, they say.
All right.
I'm not even allowed to have TikTok.
Well, so TikTok says you can buy like bots. Like they always send me a thing. Like one of my views, like my Call of Duty shit, and like my food on TikTok gets like 1,000 views. And if one of my videos for steak, I made a steak filet mignon thing and put it on there, it got 1,400 in an hour. And so they sent me something talking about if you keep doing this, we'll promote you and give you free money to sub and do promotions on your videos. For like my Call of Duty videos, it's just me like winning game of the day. I don't do anything. I had like 714 people watch that.
Nice.
I was like, what?
How is your slap on the wrist going, Gaddis?
Slap on the wrist?
Yeah, because of your content that's not
Oh,
requirement.
Right.
you know what? Those bastards. I was about to get another one. I can't even. I don't know what I did to my settings, but I can't mute my headset all of a sudden. So they hear everything I do, and whenever you talking in the background for some reason, I've said a few unfavorable things. That's fine. One of the last ones though, I have a recording of. I recorded the shit. You know why? I don't know why I always see my nose like. Is my nose that much? Do I have that much in it? Anyway, fuck you, Activision, you bastards. You send me an offensive chat. Fuck you. And fuck that guy. It wasn't even that bad. I sent you the video. What did I say?
You're just talking shit to him. I mean, I didn't really think it was anything, you know.
America, you know what? Hold on. This is what I'm going to transition to before I get to my joke of the day shit. America, we're getting soft by the day. You bastards. How dare you send me whoever, if you ever, I don't even care. If this ever, anybody listens to this pod gets in a time capsule, whoever, I don't even know his name, but I fucking want to cuss you out right now again. I was winning the game. It was a free-for-all Black Ops 6 Call of Duty. I should pull it up right now. It pisses me off. I got an offensive chat for the first time ever. Well, hold on. Not the first time ever. But anyway, so that doesn't matter. The only second time. The first time Jason was involved because we were in a party together and he cussed somebody out and I got the backlash. Cocksuckers. That dude was he was talking shit the whole game though, Travis, before I even got to say some shit. I was like, wait a minute. So I finally said something. I never normally talk. That's why I'm glad I recorded it. Bastards.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even play the shit anymore, but I remember being on there. I mean, there was people saying all kinds of wild shit. How?
Wait a minute. So hold on. Do I look like I have something in my nose?
I can't see anything, Gaddis.
Good. Travis?
But I am looking on my phone.
Nah, it's too blurry.
Well, quit sitting there fucking picking it, Gaddis. Eat it now. Eat it. Eat it, Gaddis. Yeah. Gaddis. That's
You know
gross.
what? I should have did that for public. It's
No.
It's all slimy and shit, Gaddis. What are you doing?
It's not a slimy. It's a dry one. It's a dry. Oh, you know what? And actually, I've had a few drinks of this shit. Look. Hold on. This is why I'll say, and I got to work at 12:30. Look at how much of the bottle of this I've already gotten rid of.
Ooh, Alabama.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost halfway gone. And it's only fucking 9:10. If I wanted to keep drinking,
maybe it'll get better as you.
I don't think you caught it.
wow. What a play! What a throw! What a catch!
I'll say I
showed you the replay
though.
Up, that's it. It don't look like it's gonna happen. But anyway, my whole point is this: how dare you? This bottle, I could kill this tonight and go to work tomorrow and be fine.
Show me the replay. I don't even think he was in the end zone. It did? Wow. Okay.
Yep,
Illegal formation? Is that what that was?
Oh, wow. Illegal touching.
Oh, a little substitution. Dennis, where'd you go?
Anakin, I was fucking around with him and he fucking knocked me off the chair.
Yeah.
Oh! Get your ass over there. Anyway, I fucking swear. God.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Damn. Anyway, I forgot what we were even talking about. I fucking fell out of this damn chair. No, the bottle, I could drink half of that fifth and be. Oh, it's the incorrect call. They called it, but they still called it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
Yeah, well, like I say, what were you talking about? Something that I hadn't did before? God damn it. Oh, there it goes. Oh shit. Oh, that's what I was gonna say before I get to the joke of the day. And that's another thing while we're going back on that college football, you get this review shit up to date. How long does this shit take anymore? It's ridiculous.
No, well, Alabama could cry all they want, but they're usually the fucking recipient of calls like that. Those
Right.
fucking cocksuckers, they're always getting away with bullshit.
Oh, somebody hit me up for some, but no, hold on. Aha, I got some pretty actually good jokes due to the holiday season.
Oh,
Coming up.
geez.
Oh no, you haven't got any viewer mail lately, Dr. Phil
You know what? For
or
some
Dr.
reason,
Reese?
I can't get to my fucking that email. I got to do it on the fucking. Oh, you know what? I got to do it on here now. All of a sudden, but before I do that, um, I got a couple of good jokes. For we're coming up on Christmas Eve. Well, no, not Christmas Eve. We're coming up on Thanksgiving, but Christmas is around the corner. Before I give that joke, I'm going to give one about a couple here. Eddie K says a wife comes home late one night and quietly opens the door to her bedroom. From under the blanket, she sees 4 legs instead of just her husband's 2. She reaches for a baseball bat and starts hitting the blanket as hard as she can. Once she's done, she goes to the kitchen to have a drink. As she enters, she sees her husband there reading a magazine. He says, "Hi, darling. Your parents have come to visit us, so I let them stay in our bedroom. Did you say hello?"
A little section there. Okay. Oh, God. Yes.
Did you just have that saved under worst sound effect ever?
I love that one. That's what
Oh my God!
I love those.
I mean, Jesus, Dennis. That's
What? That was a good laugh.
terrible.
Anyway, but so hold on. So it was Christmas Eve. A woman came home to her husband after a busy day of shopping. Later on that night, she was getting undressed for bed. She noticed a mark on the inside of her leg. "What is that?" he asked. She said, "I visited a tattoo parlor today. On the inside of one leg, I said to them, 'Tattoo Merry Christmas.' And on the inside of the other leg, they tattooed Happy New Year." Perplexed, he asked, "Why did you do that?" What in the hell? He said, "Why did you do that?" Well, she replied, Now you can't complain. There's never nothing to eat between Christmas and New Year's." That wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I know that's what I was that one.
That's kind of predictable, Gaddis.
Huh? Right. I mean,
Oh, what did you do, Travis? They just showed the replay.
like I said, some of these jokes ain't the best.
Oh, he did get his foot down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, yeah, that's a good catch. But hey,
That one play, though, I'm sorry, that wasn't a 21-point play. So,
Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't matter. Alabama's fans will cry about it and cry about it if they lose. Like
What do
they got robbed at the last second. Because Alabama's supposed to always win. Don't you know that?
well, yeah, but I mean, they're
Even,
setting.
even the announcers want them to.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit when the announcers want one team to win over the other.
Yeah. Well, the one dude went to Alabama.
Mm.
And other than that, ESPN just sucks them all day,
mm-hmm.
no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, hey. Oh, here's one. A guy and a girl had a sex poem competition. A guy said 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. I got I can put mine in yours, but you can't put yours in mine. The girl says 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. I know the length of yours, but you know the depth of mine.
What?
God damn.
Why did he catch that?
Oh, God.
Why didn't he just let that go into the end zone?
But, for those listening, hopefully you enjoyed.
What?
I also want to say this, too, before we get out of that. Fucking Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight was a shamocracy, so travesty, shemestry, everything is Z.
I did see a clip of Mike Tyson. I don't know if it's AI or not. That said, I let him win because he gave me $10 million or something. I've
Yeah.
seen that today.
Might be.
Nope, high tide.
Yeah.
But like I say, for the viewers, if you enjoyed this, tell Mike Tyson to put his pants on because nobody wants to see his flat ass.
Ooh. Oh, God.
You know what? That shit was some bullshit. That damn Mike Tyson shit.
I don't know